Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Paint With Me session. Let's start exactly 1 p.m. But if you're here waiting with me, please drop me a comment or a live chat so that I can say hi. Hi everyone, we'll start in 5 minutes. Hello Yaran. I miss doing lives. I'll show myself shortly. If you're watching live with us right now, drop us a live chat, join us, and I'd love to say hi to you. Hope you're doing fine. Saying hi also to Miss Bambi, and so it is your rain, not your Yaran. Sorry. Hi, Miss Neri. Oh, hang on, hang on. What about now? Can you hear me clearly? Sound check. Can you hear me clearly? Hello. Sure, analyst. See you later. For those who are watching this on replay, you can also check the link below for the faster version. I will premiere that later, 8:15 p.m. Okay, so again, for those who are watching this on replay, please check the description box for the link for the reference photo where you will upload your artworks for the shorter version, and how and where you can share with your paintings with us. Thank you for confirming, Miss Bambi and Miss Neri. And please do let me know if it's laggy. There you go. Hi everyone. Can you see me? And can you hear me? I hope internet will be good today. Please, please be good. It's been ages since I last went live via YouTube. So I'm not sure if it's laggy or not. Hi, Mikaela. Hello. Okay, let's start. It's 1 p.m. If this is the first time we're meeting, hello, this is Teacher Bianca, and I've been painting with watercolors for 2.5 years now, and I made it a habit and a commitment to paint every single day. And with those 2 years of experience of reading books, attending workshops, joining online classes like this, and participating with competitions and exhibitions, I'm happy to share with you what I've learned with this beloved medium. So saying hi saying hi to everyone, even for those who are watching this on replay. For today, we will be painting this beautiful landscape, and thank you so much again to Miss Bambi for sharing this stunning photo with us. Before we start, please check the description box below where you can see the links for the reference photo where you will upload your painting, the shorter version which will be premiered later, and another premiere scheduled for Wednesday. So let's check our materials. I hope you have your reference photo with you. I've printed it with me. Here's mine. And watercolor paper, brushes, watercolor paint, and what else? Water jar and tissue or rag. You might also need a masking tape if you want a crisp border, and pencil and eraser for our guidelines. So again, please do let me know if it becomes laggy. It's been ages since I went live. Lots of change. So let's start. Also, for those who are watching with me right now, please stay tuned and let us decide whether we'll have a giveaway later or not. Okay? I will switch to my other camera. Okay. And there. Oopsie. So here I have the reference photo. This is my first try, which was done with Magnani papers from Italy. But I'm not so sure if it's the paper or me, but I find this one a bit challenging to use. I've also used the back side for this lamp, but as you can see, there are unintentional textures at the back where I'm not really sure. So this was my first try. And for my second try, I'm just gonna use my go-to watercolor paper, which is Bao Hong. This was for my workshop earlier. I'll just use the back side. Okay, let's get started. If you have questions, hello Christine. If you have questions, please feel free to use the live chat or comment. I'll just set this up. Okay. Sorry for the shaky camera. I recently changed my setup. How are you guys doing? I missed going live. Okay, there you go. And my pencil. So I will only sketch the horizon. So the horizon is the division of the sky and the land, or the body of water. By default, I hope you can hear me. My software says there's a warning. So I hope you can still see me or hear me. Is it lagging? I hope not. But anyways, going back, the general rule of the thumb when you're placing your horizon is you should place it either above or below the center of your paper. So if this is the center of my paper, I should place it either above or below. Wait, did it stop? No problem with audio. So it's just the video? Okay, I'll just continue. So hard. Okay, thank you. So it depends really. I want you to decide on your own what you want to show more of. If you want to show more of the sky, then the horizon should be lower. But if you want to show more of this part, then the horizon should be higher than the center of the paper. If it helps, you can also use a ruler, but I'll just go ahead and no, I changed my mind. I'll go for lower. So it's lower than the center of my paper. That's my horizon line. There. Right? Then I will draw a division for this one. Let's say around here. It will be cut off because I decided that I wanted to show more of the sky part. Wait, let me check. That's easier. So I have the horizon, I have this, the division between this, is this a lake or is this a pond? And the land part. And then the only sketch that I will need is the general shape of the foliage in the background. So if you look at the reference photo closely, it could be quite intimidating. Hi Consuela. Yes, this replay will be available later, but if you'll check the description box, I'll also upload a shorter version for those who would like to review or just take a sneak peek of this workshop. Thanks, Consuela. Okay, again, there are lots going in this part, but don't worry, let's just focus on the overall shape and clump this middle ground together. So if I am to divide this into three, I will have the background, the sky, the middle ground, this one, the foliage here, and then the foreground, this part and the leaves. So if you'll think about this landscape that way, it will be so much easier to understand what's going on. Okay, so again, I'll just draw the general shape of the foliage. You can get as detailed as you want, but I'll keep it simple. The reflection also gives us a clue of what's happening here. This leaves here are covering that part, but we can see here that there's a shape, looks like a pine tree or trees, so we can replicate that. Now I have this shape. That will be my guide for the middle ground. Okay, that's the only sketch that I will need, really. I won't follow even these shapes. I'll just go for random shapes later, just like how I did this one. Right, so the next thing that we'll do, we observe the reference photo, we worked on our sketch. Next thing that we'll do is decide on the colors that we will use. Do I have a scratch? Okay, I have a scratch paper here. I'll just test my colors in these boxes. Sorry for the log. Hi, Melanie Rose and Micah. Internet, please be good. Okay. Before we start, I would just like to set our expectations. I want us all to approach this watercolor workshop with an open mind. We are here to learn. We're not here to make a masterpiece, okay? So we're here to learn. And it's okay to make mistakes, right? It's okay to make mistakes. I'm not expecting you to create a masterpiece, but I am encouraging you to observe, to absorb, and to even share your knowledge with us. So together, let us learn, let us paint and relax, give time to ourselves, and break the routine. Hi, KM. So happy to see familiar and new names here. Right, so now we have our sketch. Let's decide on our colors. For this part, I'll go for yellow-green. I'll need another palette. I'll go for my recent favorite color combination for yellow-green, and that is yellow plus Viridian hue. But you can use any color that you have on your palette. Again, sorry if it gets a bit shaky. I just set up this new table yesterday. Don't shake. That's for my green. Yep. For the sky, let me see. What do I use? Maybe manganese blue. What about manganese blue plus violet? I hope you guys are preparing your swatch also, or you're choosing your colors. Maybe I'll go for these two. And then the color of this part, the body of water, should be darker than the sky. So I will just use the same color that I will use on the sky, but I'll go just a bit darker. For this part, a part of the land showing and rocks, I'll go for, let's try yellow ochre. Yeah, that would be good. Yellow ochre. And sometimes I'll also add burnt sienna for variation. So I have these. And then for the darkest darks, our darkest darks are the leaves in the foreground. I'll go for my ultramarine. I'll go for my neutral tint plus green, and sometimes neutral tint plus Prussian blue. Not dark enough. What about Prussian blue? There. Okay, so far those are our colors. And then for this foliage in the background, same color set for this one, but I will add more blue. By adding blue, we are giving an impression that this center part, is farther than this part. Okay? So that, ouchie. Let me just rehydrate. So that's Viridian hue plus yellow, but this time plus a bit of blue. Okay, that would do. So I'll go for these colors. I'll have a two-tone sky, violet and blue, and yeah, I think I'll go for that. And then this one, these two for this part, this one with other shades of green on the middle ground, and this for the land showing, and this for the darkest darks. But I will go darker later. Right, so are we ready to start? Have you decided on your colors? I'm sure everyone has their own favorite color set. I'll just go ahead and prepare the colors of the sky first. It's also a general rule that you paint first the lightest part or the farthest from you. So in our case, it would be the sky. The sky is farthest from us. But since we're using the same colors on the sky, the same colors for the sky and the body of water, I'll paint in the sky and this body of water too. So that's how I'll do it. I will prepare my colors. Cobalt blue. This is such an old palette. 3 years old. Maybe I should let him retire. A bit of violet. Just to add variation. And then wait, I won't need that color. I'll go for ultramarine for the body of water. Cobalt blue. Okay. Before we paint in our first layers, remember that we are painting the body of water. It will reflect, so this bit will reflect a part of this area. So whatever you do in this area, try and mimic that over here. Hi, Joanny. It's okay. You can also check the premiere later for the shorter version if you want to review. Okay. I'm starting, guys. It lagged. Naman. Please be good. What? Am I moving? Okay. Okay, it says excellent connection. Okay, I will start now by wetting the sky area and the body of water with clean water for a smooth blend. So this part, I will stop just above the horizon line because the next thing that I'll work on is the grass area here. So I'll leave space for that part and I'll wet this one. Ooh, yeah. There you go. No lag on my end. Thank you, Neri. Okay. Just showing you the parts that I wet. So, except for the grass area. Then I'll go from violet to blue to violet, violet to blue, darker blue, then a bit of violet because this part will sort of reflect this part. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll start with my blue. So blue. Of course, it will reflect blue here as well. Don't worry about those details. We'll work on them later. Almost the same thickness as that in the sky. And then I'll load my brush with violet. Should be darker at the top for the sky. And do the same here. But again, the water should be darker since it is just reflecting the sky. So I'll go darker there. And darker here. Okay? If you want to add more complexity and challenge, here's my tissue. You can lift some cloud shapes here and try and replicate that in this part, in the reflection. Okay? You may skip this, you may do this. It's up to you, really. So I'm just lifting. I rinse my brush, pat it dry, and lift. There. I hope, yeah, still excellent connection daw. Sabi. I hope you guys are following along. I assume you're busy painting along. Let me know if you are done with that part and I can proceed with the grass by hitting like or sending me a live chat. I'll just let that dry. But while waiting for that to dry, I will prepare my grass colors. Water. Water. Okay, where's my grass color? My setup is so hard. Come on. You guys there? You guys following along? Okay, I'll prepare my grass color. So yellow green. That would be Viridian for me plus yellow. Can I try yellow ochre? Okay, that would do. Yellow ochre. And I will also use this one. So, I assume you guys are following along. I'll now color in my grass. So hard. Hang on. But I will be careful not to touch the area that is still wet, which is this part. I will leave a space like what I did here. Hi Maui! Sure. I will also upload Premiere, a shorter version later for those who would want to review. Okay, I will leave a space here where there are rocks and part of the land showing. The green challenge, yes. Also known as the green problem. Right, so I'll paint in the grass. Huh? Doesn't look so good. Okay. Leave some space between that and the body of water. Then I will load my brush with my different shades of green so that it's not too boring. And then as I go near the bottom, I will even mix blue with green. Should be darker. Right? So darker at the bottom. There. And then I'll leave that to dry. There you go. Yes, it's really it's common to have the green problem. That's why I always suggest that you swatch your colors first. It's so hard to change colors when you have already started your painting and you change your mind midway. For me, the best green combination is Viridian Hue plus yellow. Or your green, your convenient mix of green, mix that with yellow, with brown, with blue, with violet, with pink, with any color that you can imagine, until you come up with your own green mixture. Would you like some music? The next thing that I'll work on, are you guys following along? Am I too fast? I want to wait for you. Hit the like if you're done. But the next thing that I'll work on is this part, the busy part. This part. And I will switch to a smaller brush for that. Just let me know if you're done. Oops, it's shaking. Let me play some music. Hang on, I'll just... There. Can you hear the background music? that's not an annoying sound. Where's my white? Right, we're back. Now there are two ways to approach this one. First is to paint the overall shape. Group this together with different shades of green, and then let it dry and paint in those white structures that you can see here. Or if you don't have white, and if this part is still light for you, just like how I did mine, you can just leave out those shapes. So maybe I'll combine both to show you how I do that. I will leave out some shapes here. No. I will leave out some shapes here, and I will use white paint on this side. Okay, I'll do both. And again, that would be, let's use different combinations of or mixtures of green. I'll prepare my green once more, but this time go for a bluish green look because they are in the background. They should look farther compared to this grass. I'm using my convenient green here, permanent green by Holbein. Adding blue. I'll also try a darker blue, Prussian. It's shaking. And even brown plus blue. Right? So different shades of green. Let me use this. And this. Prussian. Okay. Ready? Ready guys? Ready guys? I will start. I can still see my sketch and I'll just follow that. And again, I will leave out when I go to this part. But for here, I'll just paint this as one big shape and vary my greens. I'll start. I'll paint a small area and then change my color so that it is interesting to look at. Wait, is it dark? I think it's gonna rain. Oh no. I'm going lighter at the top. Okay, there you go. So I'm varying the shades of green to make it more interesting. I'll stop over there and show you how I leave out these whites. So we have white shapes here. Let's say I'm painting this. I will paint around that. What is this? A cottage? So So I am leaving out that part. And then there's another one over here and some, I don't understand this shape, but I'll try to replicate that. So this one's a bit smaller. Right? Right? Okay, and I'm working on these shapes now. It's not 100% replica, but as long as this looks like a landscape, then you're doing really, really well. Okay. Now I'll try violet plus green. Too pale. That's what I mean when I say you leave out the space, the shape, instead of waiting for that to dry later and using white. I will also go ahead and paint this part. So this kind of goes here. This part is lighter green. And then you go darker. Darker. There. How does it look like? How are you doing? Kristen also says she has that green problem. It's okay. I used to hate green actually when I started with watercolors. I thought yellow plus blue, as simple as that, would give you an aesthetic green, but no. I'm liking this version better. Not sure if it's the paper or because this is the second time I'm working on this piece. Maybe both. Maybe both. Right. So the challenging part would be the reflection, but it's okay. We can do this. And again, let's approach this painting session with an open mind that we are learning together. We're not creating a masterpiece. Right? Right? Okay. I'll just wait for some to hit the like button saying that they're done. Or if you can comment, I'll wait for you. But while waiting, I will explain how I will approach the reflection. So, if you find it hard to paint reflection on this orientation, you can go ahead and rotate your paper if that is easier, right? And then you consider where the horizontal or the horizon is, which is this one. We sketched the horizon earlier, right? And then, so I'll flip this also. Not everything is reflected on water by default. Not everything is reflected. Depending on the lighting, most of the time, the only things that the water reflect are the darker masses or the darker shapes. That's what they reflect. But that depends on several factors like what minerals are in the water, what time of the day it is that a lake or the sea, and whatnot. But to make this simpler, let's just rotate our paper, consider where the horizontal line is, the horizon, and then kind of measure, right? And then make a let's challenge ourselves by creating or painting a believable reflection by focusing on these shapes that are reflected on the water. Okay, so if the height of this tree is up to here, it wouldn't make sense if the reflection is up to this point, right? So if the tree is up to here, the reflection would be just up to here. Okay, same with the other ones. If the foliage is just right around this corner, then the reflection should be just right around this corner. And another thing that makes this more challenging is if you look in the reference photo, there is this area. I'm not sure what you call this phenomenon, but it skips, right? The reflection starts around here and not immediately below these shapes. So let's try that. Meaning if we skip this part and we know that the height of this mass or value mass, let's call this a mass for simpler explanation, and I'll go closer as I do this. So if we skip this part, our reflection should be just up to here. If it helps, you can also try and replicate the shapes and sketch with pencil so that it's easier. I think that would be easier. So there is, I will draw a line over here. So that part won't have reflections, and then you can also tilt this a bit so that you can sort of replicate those shapes that you painted earlier. And no worries about that because there is a subtle movement in the water, so the shapes are distorted. Alright, mini waves. The shapes are distorted, but it should at least follow the value masses that we got here. Right? So it depends which position you are. Maybe this I'll rotate mine like this. It's easier. Let us start, shall we? Let's start the challenge. The reflection challenge. Don't worry, you got this. I know you can do it. Shaky. If you must, then switch to a smaller brush. I'm just breaking the shapes into these horizontal lines, but following that shape that I sketched earlier, right? There are also big shapes in the reflection, like this. They're not broken. I'll even drop my darker colors. So I'm working on this part, going darker. It's my violet plus green. There. Oh, sorry. Ouch. There you go. So I hope that looks like a believable reflection. I'll just go ahead and retouch. There you go. Maybe this part needs more there. Also, guys, if you have a pet or you know someone who is a fur parent, fur mom, fur dad, I am planning to have the whole month of May, I am planning, based on your votes before, to paint fur babies. That would be your cats, your kittens, your dogs, your guinea pigs, maybe even birds or what else? Rabbits. So if you have a pet, start capturing a stunning photo of them. Hi Ate Mitch, no problem. You can also find the link below where I will premiere a shorter version of this one. Again, where was I? If you have a photo of your pet or you know someone with a stunning photo of their pet, please have them ready. I will ask for them this week so that I can start. Oh, Joanny has one. No, they're not really my pet, but a stray cat gave birth here, so we are taking care of the babies. What's the English of bayawak? I forgot. What's the English of bayawak? Anyways, a scary story that happened just last night was what's bayawak? Sorry, I forgot. A bayawak attacked the kitties, but luckily my husband was still awake around 1:30 a.m. and he threw stones at the bayawak. They're not my pet, but I was so affected. I love cats. So yeah, there you go. That's a segue. But again, prepare your pet photos. And I'm not sure, but if we're making pet portraits, maybe I can give the pet portrait to the fur mom or dad. Not sure really, but let's see. Okay, so now I mixed my monitor lizard. Yeah. Bayaw. Okay, I just mixed the land color and I will paint in this part. You know, that part that separates the grass and the body of water. No, bayawak. It lagged. Wait, is it lagging? Naman, we're nearly done. Almost. We're 70% done. Okay, so let's continue. I'll just directly paint this. So that's yellow ochre plus burnt sienna. There you go. And from time to time, I'll drop in my burnt umber. There. No lag. Okay, thank you. Okay. So we're done with that. We still got to add details here and details here, but I want you to grab a brush that will be perfect to create single stroke leaves. So if you have a bigger brush that can recreate leaves as big as this, go ahead and prepare that. You can test that out on a separate sheet of paper. So let's try this brush, if this would be good. It's making a mark that is too long for leaves. What about this one? Maybe this would be good. Okay. I'll prepare my mixture. That would be neutral tint and sometimes Prussian blue. This should be our darkest darks. The leaves at the front. In the foreground. Green plus, just mixing my colors. And what you want to do is just follow the overall shape of this. Rotate your brush as you need to, as you see fit. Let's try this out, okay? So there are parts where they are clumped together, but there are parts where a single leaf shape is prominent. Don't worry about this part. I'll just paint everything dark for now. Let's try. There. I need to go darker. Single strokes, single stroke. Barrier color, maybe more Prussian blue. You can also do this, right? Paint a leaf shape and then color in if you're more comfortable with that technique, but I do suggest trying this. single stroke leaves. It's more relaxing. Thank you, Mikaela. I'm looking forward to see your paintings. Again, this is our last part of traveling through painting. So we're finishing off with the most challenging one. Do you agree? This is the most challenging for me. Oof, where was I? I'll stop and observe and start again. Okay, I'll stop first and observe. This looks awkward, so I'll add. Also, guys, if you are wondering, for those who are joining us for the first time, please go ahead and follow StartPH Instagram and Facebook. That's where we share all of the student outputs and where we share our top pick of the week as well. You can also see Teacher Yomi's classes there. She'll have another one tomorrow. So go ahead and join that too. It's free. And again, I do encourage you to submit your paintings. Not only that, it gives us this feeling that we are painting together, but it also motivates us who are giving these free workshops. Honestly, when I'm so stressed, I'll just go to my events tab and check all of your paintings. And I'm so happy to see most of you improving with every painting. That is so inspiring. Being part of one another's art journey. Looks like leaves. Looks like leaves. Okay. I'll paint in some lighter leaves later. Are you guys following along? Doing okay? We're nearly done, don't worry. If you have other appointments, totally understand. While waiting for that to dry so I can add in some lighter leaves, I'll work on this part and add grasses, prominent ones, like this one. I'll add texture over here. Trying dry brush. So much easier. When doing the dry brush technique, make sure that there is more paint, almost dry, than water on your brush. And I'm using the side and rubbing it on my paper lightly. By doing that, I am also revealing the texture of the paper, so that's easier compared to painting it one by one. But we will also paint some details in the foreground. Like this. There. I forgot. Where's my white paint? I'll show you how. Let's paint in those random shapes using white paint. Or if you have gouache or white pen, just random shapes in there. There. You can use either of the two techniques. Use white paint and paint over this dried area, or leave out like what I did here. And add complexity. Let's add complexity by mimicking some of those shapes. What are those branches and some geometric shapes in that background, but not too detailed that it will compete with the foreground. Okay, just add some touch here and there. Even add some texture here. Random shapes. Also go a bit darker here, like contact shadow between the rocks and the lake. Also on this part, contact shadow, and painting in few more waves. Then let's add lighter leaves on the foreground. Just a few to add complexity. Don't worry about these big ones. I skipped these big ones. But if you want to, you can go ahead and add that. So I'll just add, where are they? Is Miss Bambi with us? I forgot where this place is. Hang on. Did she mention? So for our last part of traveling through painting, we all went to Did she mention the place? I know. So if Miss Bambi is still with us, can you comment where this place is? Through our painting, we were able to go to this place together. No restrictions on painting. It's just really the motivation and inspiration that limits us. And sometimes materials, if you run out of materials. There. I think that's enough. I'm getting carried away. Hi, Sai. Oh, Miss Bambi said it's in Anvaya Cove. Anvaya Cove. I've never heard of that. Let me quickly search for that. Anvaya Cove. Oh, Bataan? It's in Bataan? Bataan. Yeah, wow. So for the last part of our traveling through painting, we all went to Anvaya Cove. And again, as I mentioned earlier, you'll find the links for the premiere for the shorter version of this later. That will be premiered at 8 p.m. And then I will premiere this on Saturday, a Ghibli scene that I painted on Canson. I will show you how I managed to paint this one on Canson. A very challenging piece. So this is on Canson. You'll also find the link in the description. Go ahead and click that and click set reminder so you won't forget. Let me reveal this one by peeling off the masking tape. Yay! The most satisfying part. So, everyone, welcome to Anvaya Cove, Bataan. And thank you for traveling with us. Wait, those look awkward. I'll add some shadows in them. What are they? Cottages? They look awkward. Maybe some shadows here and there. So they won't look there. There. Okay, there you go. So I'm really excited to see your paintings, and we're now on our part 2, which is when we decide, would you want a giveaway right now? As in right now? Let me show you. I was planning to give this away next month, but I'm not sure. I just got rejected on a competition, so I need to apply again. That's why I might be busy this May, but I will try and go live every week. Because honestly, it's easier for me to go live than shoot, edit, and premiere. Honestly, it's easier when going live. And I love this interaction with us, even though you're just chatting and I'm just answering them. It really feels better when I go live. So here are the materials that I'm planning to give away if someone is interested. This is Holbein, Vermilion, Alizarin Crimson, Yellow Ochre, Light Red, Burnt Umber, Ultramarine Blue, and Neutral Tint on a plastic palette. And I have here an uncut, I have here a Baohong paper. I haven't cut it yet. but it's this big. Can you see it? That big. So hard. Yeah, that big. And so maybe I can cut this out into 5 or 6 pieces. Are there any takers? Or if not, I'll just craft a giveaway next month, because I already have a giveaway this month, and that one's for kids. But for adults, I don't have one yet. So just comment if there are any takers. Maybe let's just use the wheel of names, or if none of you are interested, it's okay. I'll wait for your comments, but if there are no takers, I'll just draft a better mechanics for this, so that it's fair for those who are watching live and those who are watching in replay. No? None. Thanks, Ate Mitch. I'm not sure if the comments are delayed or if no one's... Oh, Joanny said me. Anyone other than Joanny? Also, just last week, GoGo Express announced changes in their prices. So instead of $120, shipping fee now starts at $140. I just want you to keep that in mind. So only Michaela and Joanny. Or let's do it this way. Everyone who submits their output for today, or anyone who submitted any painting for the Traveling Through Painting series will get a chance to win. But I cannot do it live right now, like pick a name right now. Do you think, guys, that would be fair to for those who are still busy right now working and will just watch and replay? I need your opinion, and please help me decide. That's the mechanics that I originally thought of. So that would mean if you paint this and you paint the parts 1, 2, and 3, you'll have 4 entries. What's the difference between Academy and Artist Grade, Baohong? Ate Mitch, I would say that Artist Grade is whiter and it has less... What do I call that? With the Academy version of Baohong, it is more of a cream color. Do I have a sample? It's more of a cream color, and Artist Grade is longer, 1.5 meters. Academy Grade is 1.15 when you buy it from a roll. And there are lumps. Yeah, there are lumps in the Academy Grade. But Artist Grade, so far, it's smooth. But both are really, really, really good. Actually, I'm running out of my Baohong roll already, and I'm planning to purchase Academy Grade again. That is 2,000 pesos cheaper than the Artist Grade. So maybe I'll go for that. Right, so guys, I'm just looking. Where is it? So again, maybe that would be a fair mechanics. What do you think? One painting is 1 entry. So if you painted 4 landscapes, that would mean 4 entries. Yeah. Yes, Micah, the green one is Academy. Miss Lizelle agrees. So that means if you painted all of these, you'll have 4 entries. If you painted only one, you'll have 1 entry. I'll just post the mechanics later. But that's a heads up for all of you who are watching live. So you'll have an advantage of knowing that firsthand. I will announce the winner next week, so I'll give you ample time to paint some entries if you want to paint all of this. Okay? So I need one more to agree on that so that it would be fair. And then yes po, fair naman. Okay. Then I'll do that. That was my original plan. Anyways, I would just like to let you experience the materials that I really, really love. So, any more questions? And also, I am on Instagram. I post most of my paintings there along with videos. Sneak peek. I post more of my paintings there compared to Facebook. Okay, agree, yes. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you next week and we will start our Fur Babies series. So again, prepare your fur baby photos, okay? And another yes from Ate Michi. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. So again, if you haven't painted the other ones already, you have time to paint. I will announce the winner maybe on Thursday. That would be April 29, because that's when I will post the winner for the kids also. So one delivery only. Less effort for Kuya Rider. Okay? So make sure to take photos of this and I will announce the mechanics later. But that's it. Just one painting is one entry and you just need to comment that somewhere on the post. Right? I'm so excited to see your part 4 of traveling through painting. And again, thank you for traveling with me to... What's this again? My goodness. Anvaya Cove, Bataan. Thank you so much again, Miss Bambi. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to rest for a while and then join a Zoom meeting later. And again, don't forget to click the links below for the 2 premieres. No more questions. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you again. I'll show myself. So thank you so much. There. So thank you so much, everyone. I really miss going live and talking to you, interacting with each other, and doing nothing but painting with our beloved medium, watercolors. Happy painting, and I look forward to your version of Anvaya Cove, Bataan. Thank you! Bye!